Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you how to make tuna fish cakes. It's kind of like a crab cake but made with tuna fish. So let's get started. Here's a quick overview of all the ingredients that I'll be using, or most of them. So let's start off with the tuna. I'm using tuna fish that's packed in olive oil, but you can use whatever your favorite tuna fish is. And I'm just going to take the tuna fish and drain the oil and flake it up with a fork. And now we can get started on our vegetables. So I'm going to be starting off with celery, and I'm going to be chopping those up nice and fine. I used 2 stalks in this recipe. Along with that, I used a couple Thai chilies, some coriander or cilantro, 2 scallions or green onion, a jalapeno, and about 1/3 of a small shallot, but you can use whatever onion that you have on hand. And once we have all of our vegetables chopped up into nice fine pieces, I'm just going to add that to the tuna fish. You can taste it at this point to see if you need any salt and pepper. And now we're going to be adding our binding agents. I used 2 eggs and about a half a cup of cornmeal, but you can use a half a cup of breadcrumbs or crackers or anything kind of like that you have on hand. You just need something that's going to absorb the extra liquid in the tuna fish and help it to come together. And at this time I gave it a taste and it seemed like it was missing something, so I added a little bit of relish and a little bit of mayo, and that would give it kind of a sweet and sour note that it seemed like it kind of needed. So I added about a tablespoon of each of those and I gave it a good mix, and then it was ready. And now we can form our patties. So I'm going to take some cornmeal and I'm going to put it at the bottom of a plate. And this is what I'm going to dredge our patties in so that they'll get nice and crisp when we cook them up. And I always keep a bay leaf inside of my flour and sugar bags inside of my cupboard. They keep flour bugs away. And now we can form our tuna fish cakes. So I'm going to be using an ice cream scooper. This is about 1/4 of a cup. You could also use a measuring cup if you don't have an ice cream scoop. And that's just going to make sure that all of our patties are the same size. And so I'm going to take that ice cream scoop filled with our tuna fish mixture, and I'm going to shape it into about like a hockey puck. And then I'm going to roll that in our cornmeal and get it on all the sides. This is not only going to absorb the extra moisture that we have, but this is going to give us a nice crisp outside of our patty. And if I have to add in a little bit more cornmeal just to make sure that it can hold together, that's perfectly fine. And there you have it. 1 down and about 6 more to go. And once I form all of the patties, I'm going to let them rest for about 5 minutes. And that's just going to help for them to be more crisp when we fry them up, because the cornmeal will have a chance to absorb all the excess liquid. And now we're going to take a 10-inch cast iron pan and put it on medium-high heat with about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And once that gets nice and hot, I'm going to add 4 patties at a time and let them cook up for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side until they're nice and golden brown. The reason I only cooked 4 is because I don't want to bring down the heat too much, but if you have a bigger pan, you can add more. Depending on the size and the thickness of your patty, this should take about 10 minutes total. And there you have it, your tuna fish cakes. I like to serve mine with some salad. I also threw in some steamed sweet potato and a little bit of ranch dressing. I hope you'll give it a try, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.